The Queen has been so successful as a monarch due to one key attribute that Prince Charles lacks, and her death could cause a constitutional earthquake, claims royal expert Rhiannon Mills. The Queen is so successful as a monarch because she remains politically neutral, whereas the public know a great deal about Prince Charles's opinions, believes a royal insider. Rhiannon Mills also mentioned how the Queen is seen as the grandmother of the nation, and her death could cause a constitutional earthquake. Speaking on the podcast Behind the Headlines, The Royals, the Sky News royal correspondent said, one of the reasons his mother, the Queen, has been so successful as a monarch is because she's always remained politically neutral. Charles, on the other hand, we know a great deal about what he thinks about so many different issues in life, and that's why he'll be very different when he one day becomes king. What I think has been so interesting this year is around his 70th birthday, how the palace have tried to shift the image around him. So the photographs that we saw put out there was Prince Charles as the family man, as the devoted husband, as the devoted father, and really the palace, I think, could have been trying to soften him up in people's minds. Because there are still people out there, we can't get away from it, who find it's very difficult to think that he will one day be king. Ms. Mills also said earlier in the podcast, I think we are, without sounding morbid, heading towards a phase for the royal family, which I don't necessarily think many people in this country are prepared for. I think people are so used to having the Queen as this central figure in their lives, I think especially recently, when she's been doing the odd documentary or two. She's seen as the grandmother of the nation, really. I think people don't really like to think about her demise and her death, but also when we do see that moment, I suppose people are divided. It will be a hugely unsettling time, some would describe it as potentially a constitutional earthquake. Prince Charles has released a rare portrait with a message to thank those who wrote to him for his 70th birthday. The card was shared on the Instagram account Crown Replies and read, "The Prince of Wales was very touched you took the trouble to write as you did on the occasion of his 70th birthday. His Royal Highness greatly appreciated your thoughtfulness and sends you his warmest thanks and very best wishes." The message comes a month after his birthday, which he celebrated with family and royals from Europe. A private party was held at Buckingham Palace, with music, food, and entertainment through magic. Gary Wilmot, who rose to fame on the ITV talent show New Faces in the 1970s, performed for Charles as well as Alfie Boe, soprano Renee Fleming and Jules Holland.